Kape and Brandon Royval are scheduled to fight December 13th. Third time they've been scheduled to fight this year. First time Royval pulled out, then Kape pulled out. Now they're going to try and do it December 13th at the UFC Apex. Some people think it shouldn't be at the UFC Apex. They think it deserves an arena. Brandon Royval concurs with that sentiment. F the Apex. Let's make this happen in Denver. So he wants some home cage advantage in front of his home state audience. Kape's coming off 2 third-round TKO wins in his last fight against Asu Amabai. Prior to that, it was against Bruno Silva. Brandon Royval's coming off a fight of the year contender with Joshua Van. Joshua Van took the first round. Brandon Royval took the second. The third was competitive till the end when Joshua Van took over and almost got a finish at the end. Some people wonder if this fight's going to even happen at all. It's been canceled 2 times this year, and something's always happening with these guys. Kape has had 11 canceled fights. 9 fights take place in the UFC, 11 canceled fights. According to DraftKings, Kape is a larger favorite than the previous booking at UFC Fight Night 253. Kape now a minus 298 favorite, where he was just 198, minus 198 the last time out. But it's a 5-round fight, and Royval seems to get better as the fight goes on, and Kape hasn't gotten the full 5 rounds, whereas Royval has a lot of experience going the full 25 minutes. 3 of his last 4 fights have actually gone the full 25 minutes. 1 week before this fight, probably Pantoja and Van will fight at UFC 323. And also on that card is rumored to be Brendan Moreno versus Tyra. That's number 2 and 5 in the division. For the sake of variety, it'd be better if Tyra and Kape won their fights, because then there'd be new challengers for the title. Otherwise, it's getting kind of repetitive. However, if Joshua Van does beat Pantoja, then that really opens up the division. And Meguru, I guess, threatening Rampage Jackson to expose him for assaulting someone if he continues to talk about him. But I guess the threat doesn't really make much sense, because I don't think anyone would be surprised if Rampage Jackson assaulted somebody, or I don't think even Rampage would care if people knew that.
You might want to take this further. So let me just say some shit at the end here. Wouldn't it be crazy, yeah? Wouldn't it be a really crazy situation, guys, if Rampage Jackson, if there was some decently good evidence that Rampage Jackson had done exactly what Raja Jackson did to someone else, except outside of a gym? Wouldn't it be crazy if Rampage just for over nothing assaulted some random regional MMA fighter and put him into the concrete outside of a gym with follow-up shots? Wouldn't that be insane? Rampage, maybe I'll read a name for you. It ends in court. And I'm not talking about Raja Jackson's case. So we'll see what you want to do, Rampage. Don't do it, man. Just shut up. And if I were you, I'd turn off the fucking stream. Bowling with whores while your son's going through this. Fuck him, he deserves to go through it. This what you're doing? Loser. Fucking loser, bro. See you later.
At the Venice Film Festival, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's new film, The Smashing Machine, had the world premiere, and it was met with a 15-minute standing ovation. The emotional response left Johnson, director Benny Safdie, as well as former MMA fighter Mark Kerr, whose life the movie is based on, in tears. The film marks a dramatic career shift for Johnson, who underwent a major physical transformation, slimming down, using prosthetics to more authentically portray Kerr's struggles with addiction, pain, and personal turmoil. Critics praise both the raw performance and storytelling. They draw comparisons to classics like Raging Bull. The film also has some Oscar buzz already, many calling it Johnson's most vulnerable and career-defining role. The Smashing Machine releases in theaters on October 3. Robert Whittaker admits that having the belt now at this point is a pipe dream, which is refreshing because most guys won't even admit that. But that's why he's talked about possibly, going up to 205 and taking some fights there. I think he just wants to have fun and enjoy the journey. The belt is like a pipe dream at the moment, is what Whittaker says. After losing to RDR, it's another loss. Pushes me back much further than I want to be from the title. Right now, my trajectory has kind of changed. I got a few fights left. I want to enjoy the journey, want to enjoy the fights, want my family to be a part of that. I'm not shutting any doors, but I understand the work I got ahead of me. Him fighting Strickland at 185 would be an interesting fight that has not taken place yet. Or if he wants to take maybe some fun fights at 205, not against the best of the best, but someone that would be an interesting striking matchup. This lady got a picture with Derek Lewis, or who she thought was Derek Lewis. That's Torres Finney. Torres Finney says, "Close enough. I was told wrong. Sorry. No, you're good. I thought it was funny. Thanks for being a good sport about it. I had a wonderful night." What? Colby Covington says he wants to fight Paddy Pimblett. It doesn't really make sense. Paddy might be fighting for the title next at 155. Why would he move up to 170 and fight the number 10 ranked guy there? It doesn't really make any sense. He also called out Gilbert Burns. That makes more sense. It's number 10 and 11 in the division. They're right beside each other. He called them out in the past. Burns accepted, but then he didn't say anything. Now maybe he'll be more receptive.
I mean, the Paddy Pimblett fight super interests me because in Miami he was talking shit, running his mouth backstage. Like, I wasn't even looking at him or talking to him. He wants to start some shit. He's been saying some shit. He was saying in an interview the other day, his doctor said he had liver failure from cutting to 155. Dude, come up a weight class. Come to 170. Why are you being a weight bully, Paddy? You know, you're a bum. You're a gimmick. You're a fucking, you know, little English accent and your little bowl cut. That's the only reason people know you. So let's get it going, Paddy. And if I can't get Paddy, then maybe Gilbert Burns.
Decent main card for Saturday. Imava versus Bahayo headline. Saint Denis Rufi co-main event. Either early stoppage for Rufi or a late stoppage for Saint Denis as possible. Oki versus Jones. Bakauskas Craig. Pitbull versus Kaida. Former Bellator champ versus former Octagon MMA champ. In the main event, Izzy picks Kaio. A lot of people call Izzy the Drake of MMA, though I guess he gets a lot of picks wrong.
Well, I'll pick Kyle for this fight, but I think it'd be, and I'll pick Kyle for this fight, but I think it'd be, and also it's a well-matched fight, like I said, but I think it'd be edged out by Kyle. They're fighting in France as well. Ooh, home court advantage. I don't know how that's going to play with Nasruddin, but I don't think it's going to be an impact on him negatively or positively. Yeah, I'm going to go Kyle in this fight, and I'm going to go decision. I'm going to go decision by Kyle.
Who do you think initiates the grappling first?
I think Imavov probably does because the feet will be too much for him. The hands will be too much for him from Kyle, so he'll have to mix it up to keep Kyle guessing. I'm still going to go Kyle, and I think it's going to be a unanimous decision.
Perez Ziem out of his fight with Kyle Fernandez. Now Fernandez will take on Cage Warriors featherweight champion Harry Hardwick. Hardwick has defended his belt 2 times in Cage Warriors, and he's unbeaten in 9 fights. UFC 321 press conference Friday in France, specifically Paris, with Aspinall and Gane. Probably a dull press conference, but the fight will be interesting. Aspinall's explosive, fast, lethal in opening minutes. His fights do not last long. Probably the fastest finisher in UFC history on average. Well-rounded game, sharp boxing, heavy kicks, opportunistic grappling. Gane, on the other hand, technical striker, quite light on his feet, especially for a heavyweight, great at managing distance, and skilled at making opponents miss. Early on, all the dangers with Aspinall. If he closes the distance and lands clean, the fight could be over quickly. But if Gane survives the first round and settles in, his footwork and jab could frustrate Aspinall, forcing him to slow down and fight a more measured fight. Also, Gane has championship round experience. He's fought in round 4 and 5, but this is new territory for Aspinall. The big difference is in grappling. Aspinall has shown real finishing instincts on the ground, while Gane has struggled against strong wrestlers. I mean, even Ngannou looked like a Dagestani in there with Gane. Stylistically, it comes down to whether Aspinall's speed and aggression can overwhelm Gane before the Frenchman can drag the fight into a more tactical point fighting style matchup. Aspinall's a heavy favorite in this one, around 4-1.
You have fake belts. So you have fake belts? That shit looks real to me. All those belts that you got and people floating your boat and all this Reebok sponsorship, that's the shit I don't give a fuck about. That's the one thing you got.
Now you talk about the Reebok again. Because these guys don't give you contract, now you don't.
No, because I got my own shit, dude. I never wanted anybody else.
I can ask Reebok to give you contract if you want. They make very good shoes. I can order for you. What size you have, please let me know. Like 9, 10, I can order for you.
Very good. Get a hold of your ass.
And they have wide. No, why? They can make you shoes like put like interim lightweight champ 20-30%. You want it?
I can't even hear you. I'm working out right now.
You're working out. You on the phone. What are you talking about? You don't like Reebok? I don't understand this. Why are you talking about Reebok? I don't understand.